right, redoing the video. Run out of space. Had to clear some space out. It's in the morning. Got my tea, rambling with my tea this morning. Last night was another Zoom meeting hosted by Sheila, the same lady who hosted the other Zoom meeting on walk-ins. This one was kind of conducted, or the guest speaker for the whole thing is a gentleman named Kiara. He's from the country India. And this was about spiritual evolution. It lasted about 2.5 hours. 23 people started out, probably about 15 ended up there at the end. And it was fantastic. I love hearing other perspectives other than mine, because I'm learning. I'm still trying to figure this all out. I mentioned from my wanderer side, I like the term wanderer better than starseed. From my wanderer side, I remember being told to come here. I remember that from before I was born, being told to come here. Then this higher self kind of came into me during this walk-in experience, first depression, and I saw reality come alive. Everything became alive to me. And he even mentioned that, seeing everything is alive. That's the way some of these Indian mystics and gurus, they see everything. Everything is alive, not dead or inert. And I talked about that, and he talked about that as well. And it was nice to hear somebody else seeing the world the same way I do. It's really nice to hear that. He also mentioned a book about levels of consciousness, and instantly I knew he was talking about this book, Power versus Force. And another person online, Hildegard, put the link into Amazon. And I'll put the link down below in case you're interested in this, in case you're interested in levels of consciousness and spiritual evolution. This is a great book, a great reference. It's really, really good. Another good reference that I like personally that I'm going through right now is the Law of One series on YouTube by a guy named Aaron. That is also very good. And I don't want you to think that this is against church teachings if you're into church and that kind of religion. It's not against that at all. It kind of goes right with it. A lot of this is the same. Even in section 10, I just watched this level 10. It talks about Jesus and some of Jesus's teachings, which are fantastic. I mean, they really are. Jesus is fantastic. Honestly, the thing that I don't like is the way church rules through fear. I don't like that. That's why I'm against that kind of, when I say church, that's what I mean. If you're trying to rule through fear and keep people ignorant. And I do say that sometimes because even my Pentecostal uncle, who is a preacher kind, they tell people, don't watch television, don't read the news, you only listen to what I say. Honestly, I don't like that style, trying to keep people ignorant and just follow me and only me. And all ties go straight to the preacher, not to help the church, but to the preacher, pastor, whatever they are, themselves personally, to spend it on themselves, personal gain. It all goes that way, and I don't like that at all. But as far as Jesus goes, love the guy. Amazing. And a lot of these Law of Ra stuff goes right along with all this. And you look into the Book of Enoch, it's all there. It's all part of it. Some of these lost books are amazing. They're just amazing. So I will put a link to the Law of One series down below in case you're interested in looking at that. The next one that I'm going to watch of his is A Course in Miracles. Anyway, it's nice to see that there are other people like me. And I did mention in past videos I was born like this. During the walk-in experience of mine, the higher self coming in, that everything came alive to me and reality started responding. Now, the Law of One books talk about that, but I haven't heard another person have that personal experience happening to them like that. Kiara, the speaker from last night, did mention he was with a friend, had told a story. His friend had some marijuana in the car. It was illegal at the time. Arrested, thrown in jail. His friend was thrown in jail and was doing some deep Indian-style meditation and actually teleported out of the prison elsewhere into a forest. Didn't know how it happened. Was not looking to do that. Nothing. It just kind of accidentally happened. The guards recognized he wasn't in the cell or anything else. And then some days later, the guy kept meditating in the woods. People were bringing him food and stuff like this. And then he popped back into the jail cell. And the guards saw this. So I recognized this. So it's like, okay, well, people are advancing. And that's fantastic. Utterly fantastic. So it's nice not to feel alone. So that's rambling with my tea. Got another Zoom meeting tomorrow on a different topic. This is going to be done by Hildegard, who it seems fantastic. I like Hildegard. I like them all. They're all fantastic. And it's really nice to see these people who are really aware of their surroundings and what's really going on. The one phrase that I also laughed and cracked up when Kiara was speaking last night, he said, once you see it, you'll never be the same. And that's one of the lines, the lyrics that I spoke out from the movie The Greatest Showman and the song Come Alive. That past video, I said I'm reading lyrics from Come Alive. That saying is actually in those lyrics. Once you see it, you'll never be the same. Just an extra little bit about the greenhouse and getting so bored of self-quarantine. Here with the wind chimes. Bored out of our minds, self-quarantining, 3 more days of it. First thing we're going to do is take our friend out for bowling, who we missed his birthday because of this, and also buy a lot of potting soil. I've got some stuff I want to do in the greenhouse, but can't wait for this quarantine self-isolation to be over. These are these 4 roses I transplanted from the pink house. They are doing excellent. Really, really good. Give them to my mother-in-law. She wanted some. I really need to cut some more and actually start some new cuttings. This is just outside the greenhouse. Look at that. Brand new buds. This Katrina rose is about to burst into color. And it is about the 3rd week in January, mid-January, 3rd week or so. And it's got brand new buds all over this Katrina rose. This thing's amazing.